Today we're exploring a new fashion trend called the coastal grandmother. It's been all the buzz recently, but if you're still a little confused like many are, here's a visual inspiration. Think Diane Keaton in the film Something's Gotta Give, or maybe Lady O, Oprah Winfrey herself. The inspiration is a woman who loves walking her dog, gardening, and intimate outdoor dinner parties. It's oddly specific, but it just makes sense at the same time. Well, today's Style File explores all that coastal grandma is. Is it possible to wear this fashion without a beachfront home? Stylist Reachel Bagley with Cardigan Empire says absolutely. In fact, you said grandmother is your buzzword.
Oh yeah. It's totally like you've got my attention as soon as you say the word grandma, right? These people have been doing this for a long time and they know what they're doing, right?
And they honed in early. Like you think of a Diane Keaton or an Oprah Winfrey, perfect examples. Meg Ryan kind of comes to mind as well.
Sure.
They've been doing what? The flowy, the comfortable?
Yeah, well, it's just you're looking at the Hamptons, right? This has been around for hundreds of years. Like you could have looked at this look, you know, like back in the 1950s and it would have still looked pretty much the same as it does now. But now we have even better, you know, stretch technology and wrinkle resistant and all those extra tools, but we can look just as good.
And we've also got TikTokers who are naming
it.
Making it something. So by definition, how would you say?
So it's classic Americana. It's usually geared towards the East Coast. It's more of an East Coast, more polished style than say your West Coast interpretation of it. So, but it's very classic, very traditional, very neutral.
You're breaking it down to 4 key pieces. So if you have these pieces, you can work with what you have in your closet.
Yeah, you probably already have most of this in your closet. It's just how you put it together.
To pull off this trend. First, a good sweater.
Yeah, grandmas, we wear sweaters.
We do.
365 days a year, right? There is no non-sweater season, whether it's a cardigan, even a turtleneck. We have our sweaters. And I love this one because it's really soft. You can wear it against bare skin, but it has that open weave that allows that windy breeze air to come in,
I was going to say, what makes a sweater appropriate for summer? Because it could tip, you could look really silly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think if you go with a lighter weight.
Okay.
So you have like lighter weight. You don't want something like overly fuzzy and, you know, really thick. You want something that's going to have a little bit more breathability to it, a little more open weave.
Yeah.
There's a couple of, you know, cues that will point you towards more of a summer sweater rather than a winter.
Like the weave here in this case, or the openness. You talk about the wind kind of working through it. And look how neutral, look how chic.
Yeah, we're going breezy beige, right?
Breezy beige.
So we've got like our lawn culotte shorts, like an easy summer sandal. And it's all about like effortlessness. Like if it gets too fussy, if it gets too hard, then she's not interested.
She's not into it.
She's not into that.
You gotta look like it just landed on your body.
Oh yeah, you just woke up like this, right?
Totally. All right, if we're talking classic Americana, we've got to have stripes.
Oh, you cannot build your Americana wardrobe without stripes, right? Never has there been a spring where Vogue came out and said, sorry ladies, stripes are out this year. Like we always have stripes, and I love like this little half zip. You can layer it with something underneath. You can wear it all by itself.
Yeah.
But when you put stripes on, it immediately says summer. It immediately says, you know, like that classy, you know, just tasteful, timeless look that we're looking for.
I don't know how Ralph Lauren will feel being linked with the word grandmother, but we're embracing it, Ralph, so just get on board.
Grandmothers have lots of money to spend on their clothes. So.
That's true, that's true. And the crisp whites set this off so beautifully.
Right, yeah, so you keep it really clean, and once you're going to be inspired by that seascape. Like we've got whites, we've got beige, we've got blue. That's really all we need.
That's it.
We're not going to mess with all that messiness.
So the palette itself can
if you want to add interest, you add some texture with the raffia or the seagrass or something like that, but we don't need a lot of color, we don't need a lot of patterns.
We need simplicity, says Diane Keaton, Oprah Winfrey, and all of the above. What's our third key piece for the coastal
grandmother? So our third key piece, you have to have a button down, right? Like linen button down preferably, because it's that breathable, comfort, organic feeling. She likes to go to the farmer's market. She's all about like, you know, she was into eco-conscious clothing before it was even a trend word, right?
She is so cool.
So she's got, you know, her linen button down and it's kind of, you know, effortlessly opened up. It's okay if it gets a little wrinkled,
a little disheveled.
Like a little disheveled just makes it more authentic.
Kind of rolled out of bed, you just want to hug her. She's just very comfortable.
Oh yeah, and she has her matching pajama set when you hug her out of bed. You know,
and
like
she says pajama.
She says pajama, absolutely. She never says pajama.
I want to be her. I'm going to be her this summer. We all are. That woven bag is darling.
Yeah, and you know, we can add a little bit of color, maybe like a seagrass or a light pink, but don't go for the jewel tones, no black. Like we're just keeping it very
easy breezy. All right, so we've got the sweater, we've got the stripes, we've got the button button-down. Our fourth key element
Oh,
is...
you need the jeans. So these, and we have to be very specific about our jeans because she is not going to wear anything distressed.
Right.
And she's not going to wear a dark wash. It needs to be sun bleached by the Hampton Sun, right? And it has to be a relaxed cut. She's not going for skinny, nothing like tight or uncomfortable. So she just can throw on her button down with that. She can throw on like a classic white t-shirt. She slips on, you know, her little easy sandals.
Yeah.
Throws on her tote where she can carry all her organic farmer produce.
Yes.
She's ready to go.
You know what I love about this? We were so quick to mention all of the women, I won't name drop anymore, but all of the women that embody this. Isn't it cool to think of like curating a personal style like Coastal Grandmother, right? Or like Diane
absolutely.
King.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to think of honing in on you. Like someone sees that and they think that is so Rach.
Well, exactly, and I love how this is more than just a look, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right? Like we're taking the functional, she's always gonna be wearing capris because then her, you know, the bottoms of her pants don't get wet. And like, it's all about how she's living her life and how her clothing supports that, and we all need that in our life.
And I need more of talking about someone in the third person during these conversations. This was
fun,
so
huh?
fun. We just created a character that we all want to embody and we all want to be. Rachel, thank you so much. Where can we get more great style advice from you?
You can find me at cardiganempire.com or on Instagram. You can look at my handle, Cardigan Empire.
You're busy. You're teaching, you're styling, you're doing it all.
We're trying to keep out there, right?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.